Well, good morning. It's Friday morning. We're all packed up. It's about 8:30. We have our trash to take and we're all loaded in the truck. It's a nice little rig that couple had. They rented that. They flew in from Denver to San Francisco and picked it up right at, I guess they had it delivered to them right at the airport. It's all self-contained. This is Big Sur State Historical Park, which is only open for tours, it looks like. Lobos State Park is $10 per vehicle or $9 for senior citizens and no dogs. It also says it's a no drone zone. Point Lobos. Lobos means wolf in Spanish. Don't know why it's called Point Lobos. If anyone knows, leave a comment down below. Okay, I read where the name Point Lobos came from, so at the end of this walk I'll tell you what I read, but in the meantime, like I said, put a comment down below if you think you know what the reason that Point Lobos was called Point Lobos, or Point of the Wolf. The Monterey cypress is only found here at Point Lobos and at the Monterey Peninsula where the golf courses are. Another trail closed. At least they apologize for the inconvenience. Doesn't stop the selfie though, does it? a weather front moved through last night. I think that's what I think the weather report was a couple days before we left, was that a front was going to move through Thursday night and into Friday, so that explains the cold, blustery, windy day today. Okay, here's where the trail ends. Could have come the other way, but we still can get to the point. Windy and exposed. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a hint at why this was called Point Lobos.
Oh, somebody is there. What they trying to do?
Where?
You know the people here?
That's a bird.
It's a big bird? Wow. That's amazing.
What do you think of it, Mommy?
This is incredible.
It's like Montana de Oro a lot,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
too. We're hiking through the pine forest to China Cove. We talked to some docents back there, and they said China Cove is worth going to because of all the harbor seal pups right now. Well, we'll be the judge of that. Okay, we finally got out of that trail.
It's Gibson Beach.
This is Gibson Beach. Let's go look at it from over here from the lookout. Hey, is this China Cove or is...
No, that China Cove you just passed.
Oh, okay, we came from the Ridge Trail.
Oh, okay, so it's that way. But
Uh-huh.
also if you go this way, which is a great way to go,
Okay,
you'll also see part of China Cove.
okay,
And there's lots of birds that are nesting out on this
okay.
trail here. And actually, just off to the side over here in a kelp bed, there are a bunch of otters.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but when you head back and go to the left,
Uh-huh.
then you'll see China Cove.
Gotcha.
And there's a beach and there's
I got you.
harbor seals.
Yeah.
hopping.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, we probably went a little too far for China Cove, but that's all right. I'll take a picture, but there's some sea otters out there. And that's Bird Island. So this must be China Cove, where the harbor seals are pupping. And according to the paper, you have to stay 47 meters or farther apart. God help you if you're within 46 meters. Okay, back to the car.
this wood is actually much, much softer. This is the densest fur of any mammal in the world.
I'm surprised. I thought it would be not as soft.
No, it has to be soft to keep out the water.
What'd you say?
It has to be soft to keep out the water.
Right.
Okay, we've got an hour and a half to kill before we go to our hotel, so we're just up here to look at this lookout point. What's this cove called again? Bluefish Cove?
Yeah.
And that's, there used to be a quarry, a granite quarry. That looks like probably where it was right there. Then back there, you can barely see it, it's called the Whaling House, or where whalers stayed at one point. But other than that, there wasn't much development on Point Lobos, which was great for conservation when someone finally did buy Point Lobos and turn it over to the state. It was in a very pristine state. The ocean is rough on this side of the point. Inside the bay it's calm, and there's people, or calmer, and people diving. But I've heard it's a very dangerous place to go diving. People have died, people have drowned out here. And I suppose if they came out to this rough water, that might be difficult. We're gonna check what's over this little rise first before we head on the other trail. What's up here? Well, this is just a dead end right here. Well, it's hard to find a spot that really isn't that beautiful here. It's all just amazing. There's some divers, just like we were talking about. Looks like they're either headed out to those kelp beds. Oh, also there's some divers way in the distance I can see. The ocean off of Point Lobos is also a marine sanctuary where you can't fish or take any specimens from the ocean, so they're just out there observing, but I bet it's beautiful. fork in the road. Which way you want to go? Maybe we'll go out to this point and check it out and come back. A coal chute point. Looks like the trail continues around there. I see some people, and out on that point I see some people. And there's some people coming here. Don't see the divers out there. Which isn't surprising, they're probably diving. There's a blow right there. A big wave came, I missed it. Let's see if this one will do it. Yeah, a little bit. Look at the geology right there. We have obviously vertical dips and strikes there, but sedimentary, and then probably some other harder material, sedimentary. But if there was granite out here, that would be igneous. Haven't really seen it. No, we're at Coal Chute Point. Now let's see if we can see some granite. If this is Granite Point, must be some granite out here. Well, there's plenty of poison oak out here, that's for sure. Getting close. Okay, this is looking like granite here. I will grant that it's granite out here. Thought they were lying to me. Yeah. Okay, we're headed back. That must be Granite Point up there. Well, since we're here, you got to touch the top of Granite Point. Touch! Okay. My touches it. The COVID safe way.